Her fingers were frostbitten, yet she continued to climb despite the pain. Below her loomed a 10,000-meter drop, and the temperature was a chilling -30 degrees. She wasn't wearing any protective depth. The rope ladder swayed dangerously. Nevertheless, she continued her climb toward the top of the hot air balloon. She hurried over to the balloon and, glancing up, noticed it was coated in frost. Looking down, she met with a stunning view. The 10,000-meter drop. The thin air made her feel lightheaded. She reached for a rope nearby, but her hands were frozen solid. Still, she wouldn't give up. Suddenly, her fingers slipped and her entire body fell backward in an instant. Luckily, a rope caught her foot. Her vision began to blur as pressure built in her head. She had done everything she could, and for a moment, she thought it might be peaceful to just hang there and let go. But when she spotted her companion curled up beneath her, waiting for the end, it gave her pause. She lifted her spirits once more. Now wasn't the time to throw in the towel. She seized the nearby rope with all her strength, pulling herself up slowly to keep from falling. After suddenly fading, she tied a rope around her waist and kept climbing. She ascended to the hot air balloon at 10,000 meters. The view and experience were truly young and unforgettable, but the woman had no time to take it all in. She needed to reach the top of the balloon to open the valve and bring it to a stop. Rising up after enduring many hardships, she finally made it to the top of the balloon. She opened the release valve, but it was frozen solid and wouldn't budge. So, she cautiously stood up, standing 10,000 meters in the air. She stomped down hard and the release valve finally opened. Seizing the moment, she quickly shoved her shoe into it. Then she pulled out a dagger and sliced through the shoelace, finally freeing her foot once everything was done. A girl suddenly collapsed from a lack of oxygen at 10,000 meters, and then her body started to slowly slide downwards. The fall quickened. The girl suddenly woke up and reached for the rope on the balloon, but it was already too late. When she opened her eyes once more, she realized she was hanging upside down at 10,000 meters. The girl quickly called for her friend in the basket, but there was no response. This was evident that the companion had suffered from a lack of oxygen and had slipped into a coma. But the balloon is still going up, and the temperature is dropping quickly right now. The most important thing is to get back to the basket, or else she'll freeze to death sooner or later. Elsa aimed to swing back using inertia, and after countless attempts, she finally succeeded in grabbing the rope of the basket. She gave it her all and managed to roll right into the basket. The companion also ended up slipping into a coma while gazing at her partner. Her situation is really bad.